Hello everyone and welcome back. Today I'm going to be using the Tartelette Full Bloom palette and use a full set of Matto makeup brushes that I had received from my mom for Valentine's Day. So I want to do a full face using the entire set of these brushes. Now these are available on Amazon, so I'll link them down below. We first have a foundation brush, a blush brush, and a multifunction flat kabuki brush. This one is great because it works for powder or liquid. We have an angled eyebrow brush, and we also have an eyeshadow brush. This next one is the powder brush, and it just feels so soft and amazing. So excited to try these out. We have the concealer and the highlighting brush here, and lastly, this beautiful blending brush that has a very slight angle. I've never used a blending brush like this before. So here they all are. I'm very excited. So I'm going to start with my foundation brush. Be careful, actually get your foundation on the brush. And I am starting out with my e.l.f. Camo CC Cream, and I'm using the shade number Light 280N. This is my summer foundation, so it's a little bit dark for me right now. So I'm going to go back in with my Revlon Color Stay. I have this in number 200, and this is the nude shade. And I'm just going to kind of blend that out into the lighter areas and hope that this sort of makes a color that works for me right now. So I'm now going to take that flat kabuki brush, and I'm just going to use that to press the foundation into the skin a little better. That's what's great about kabuki brushes, is it just gives you a really solid base to work with. So now I'm going to take the powder brush and use my airspun powder and actually set it. So this just, in addition to the kabuki, just adds even extra security so your foundation isn't slipping. So now I'm going to take that angled eyebrow brush and use my Ulta Beauty powder, and I really loved how this was working. I normally use a much bigger angled brush for my brows, so this was really nice. It was very small and defined. I loved this one a lot. So now I'm gonna take I'm gonna use the blush brush for my bronzer because I don't wear blush, so it works just the same and really works well. Because I wasn't working with any concealer, I wanted to use that concealer brush and do a nice defined nose contour, and I'm so glad that I chose this brush. It worked so good for contouring the nose. So if you try this set out, let me know if you've tried it for a nose contour, because I was so impressed at how this worked. Now, my lighting is a little shadowed, so it looks like it's a little heavy on the right side of the screen, but it actually wasn't. So I'm just taking that blending brush and quickly just blending that out a little, so it's not too harsh, but very, very pleased with how this nose contour came out. So now I'm taking that highlighter brush and I'm going to tap into my Luscious Cosmetics highlighter and just do a little highlighting. I'm not usually a fan of it, but I wanted to try out all the brushes. So it worked wonderfully, just as I expected. I really love this set so far. I'm going to throw on some Sophia and Mabel lip oil before going into the shade Nude from my Ulta Beauty Matte Liquid Lipstick. So now we have two brushes that I have left to use for the eyeshadow palette. Of course, using my Full Bloom palette, I'm going to stay right in these neutral areas. I have the eyeshadow brush and the blending brush, so I just want to show you how beautifully all those face brushes worked for applying the face makeup. Loving this set so much. So here's a close-up of how that foundation and highlighter laid down with the brushes. So I'm now taking my blending brush and I'm using the shade Fresh Picked, and make sure you tap it off. I think I had mentioned that there's a lot of fallout with these shadows, so I'm going to put that in as my crease shade. Now I'm using that eyeshadow brush and using the shade Optimistic, and I'm just defining that crease a little deeper. Now I'm going to go back in with that same shadow brush, and I'm using the shade Fearless, and I'm going to put that on the inner half of my lid. Now taking this chocolate brown shade Garden, and I'm putting that on the outer half of the lid. After that, I'm going to go back in with that blending brush. I'm going to work into the crease and just blend that out before using tapping motions to blend out that outer corner. With the remaining product from that shade Garden that's on the eyeshadow brush, I'm going to use that to line my lower lid. And because I couldn't possibly leave an outer corner without being dark, I had to go into the shade Grow and just tap that dark brown into the outer corner. I'm so sorry. You can, of course, skip this step. I just can't do it. Now going back in with the same blending brush and the same tapping motions, we're going to blend out that deep dark brown. Now I'll throw on some Joa Lash Up Rising Mascara on my lower lashes before going in with my Kogi gel liner. I'm so sorry. I'm cheating here. This was in my February Ipsy bag. I have not recorded trying all my products yet, but I couldn't wait to get into this. So I just did a really thin line with the gel liner on the top lashes, and I'm using the crayon liner to tight line my bottom lash line. Now I'm going to throw on my Ardell Faux Mink Wispies to show you the final look using the Tartelette Full Bloom palette and using the Matto makeup brushes for the entire full face look. I love these so much, guys. I'm so serious. If you need a set of makeup brushes, they're very affordable. They work so well. I'm so happy with how my makeup came out. Everything blended and set beautifully. Loving these lashes, by the way. I will link a video I just recently uploaded down below of applying these lashes. But I think they really finish this look off nicely. So I definitely recommend you try these brushes out. I'm just so pleased and impressed by them. So thank you to my mom. I know you're watching. I'm so excited and happy to have these. So I appreciate the sweet Valentine's gift that you sent. And now we're just going to zoom back out again so you can see the completed look. And everything just looks great. I mean, I've said this a million times. I don't have great skin, but the brushes, anything that's going to help me. I love my Tartelette palette so much. So yes, try these out. I will link them down below. Let me know if you plan to try them, if you have tried them, if there's any other brushes that you recommend or that are your favorite. Thank you so much for watching. I always appreciate the support, and please revisit.